YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another video from Fantasy Good Sports, guys. And today's video, guys, is going to be on 5 quarterbacks that you should be careful about drafting. I'm not saying they're not going to be good quarterbacks, just be careful. Know what you're getting. That's all I'm saying. So, guys, remember to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This is cutting edge content. So with no further ado, let's begin. I'm not going to waste any time on this video because I know we got a lot of information to give. It's almost here, guys. We got the Hall of Fame game coming Thursday, so let's go. So the first quarterback, guys, that you should be careful, and I'm not telling you this guy's going to play bad, but just know what you're getting, is Aaron Rodgers. I said what I said from the Green Bay Packers. Now listen, the reason why that I think you should be careful drafting Aaron Rodgers is because, guys, he could win MVP and finish outside the top 12 quarterbacks. Listen to me. The reason why, guys, fantasy football is about a bunch of numbers. If Aaron Rodgers take this team to the best record in the NFL and don't throw no more than 1 or 2 picks with like 30 touchdowns, maybe 28, that's an MVP season. He might not have 40. Yes, he could get that over a guy that throws for 40 and throws for 18 picks with 45, 50 touchdowns. But if Aaron Rodgers take a team where he don't have an alpha wide receiver, all he has is a good running game, but he actually make those wide receivers and advance them, which people think that he can't pick up lesser players and make them be better, then I think Aaron Rodgers could win an MVP. I don't think they're going to ask Aaron Rodgers to throw it a lot to these guys. This is not Greg Jennings. This is not Devontae Adams. This is not Donald Driver. This is not Jordy Nelson. These are Christian Watsons, Romeo Doubs, Alan Lazard, and Robert Tonyan. These are guys that are not known commodities. So I believe that Aaron Rodgers can accentuate these guys, but not to a fantasy top 12 level. Now, he may do it. I just want you to be careful. So let's move on. My next quarterback that you should be careful is Russell, last name Wilson. Russell, last name Wilson. Yes, guys, Russell Wilson from the Denver Broncos. Now listen, Russell is a better quarterback. He's going to be really good. Now listen, they just lost Tim Patrick. I was high on Tim Patrick. It is what it is. I don't complain about injuries. I know they can happen. Tim Patrick is going to be solid, but listen, they got to move forward. So even with that, I don't know if Russell Wilson is going to have enough volume to be a top 12 quarterback with all these rushing quarterbacks and all these quarterbacks throwing it around the yard. I don't know if Russell's going to do that. Is he going to be efficient like an Aaron Rodgers? Yes, he's going to be very efficient. Maybe one of the most efficient years that he ever had. But does that mean 45 touchdowns? No. Does that mean 35 touchdowns? Probably not. It could be 31 touchdowns, 4,300 yards, very efficient, great run game. So, guys, yes, that's be careful drafting Russell Wilson. So let's move on. My next guy is Dak Prescott. Yes, Dak Prescott from the Dallas Cowboys. And listen, guys, you know that I'm a Cowboy fan. I love my Cowboys. But listen, I also know what Dak Prescott is. Dak Prescott has always been, he's one of the best game managers we ever seen. Like Alex Smith was one of those guys. And listen, that's not a slight. A lot of people take that as a slight. No, everybody is not going to throw it 45 times and be a great quarterback like Pat Manning and Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. Some guys win differently, right? So I understand it. So Dak Prescott with a good run game and having good weapons, he's okay. I don't know if CeeDee Lamb is going to be enough, especially in the beginning of the season, to be a top 5 guy. I think he can be a top 12 guy, but is that going to be enough to take Dak Prescott and say that he's going to win you a fantasy league? I don't know. I think he's solid. I'm not fading him, but I'm not expecting him to be the top 3 quarterback because I'm drafting quarterbacks, especially in Superflex. I'm looking for somebody to be the boom, especially if I'm drafting Dak Prescott where he's going in his ADP. So, guys, be careful with Dak Prescott. Let me move on. The next guy that I think you should be careful drafting, and I'm just saying be careful, not that they're sorry or they're not going to be good in fantasy, just be careful, is Matthew Stafford. Yes, I said it. Matthew Stafford from the Los Angeles Rams. Now, listen, he already got elbow tendonitis. That's not good, especially a strong arm guy that likes to throw the ball deep. I don't know. I just don't want to trust it. Listen, am I fading Cooper Kupp and stuff like that? No, not if he fall to me for the right ADP. I'm not taking Cooper Kupp in the first round. But if he go to the second round, I might take Cooper Kupp. But Matthew Stafford scares me. And I know he's been doing this for a long time, chucking the ball downfield. It happens. It happened to Big Ben and it ruined his career. Big Ben never came back off of that elbow snap that he had. I think that tendon in his elbow. And so I think they're being very careful with Matthew Stafford. And I understand. So, guys, I'm not saying Matthew Stafford's not a good quarterback. It's just be careful. We don't know what can happen, right? And especially with the elbow tendonitis. So let's move on, guys. My last and final guy. The last and final guy that I think you should be careful about drafting in your fantasy football leagues is Jameis Winston from the New Orleans Saints. Yes, I said it, guys. Jameis Winston. And listen, Jameis Winston is an okay quarterback to go out and try to win to go to the playoffs and win a Super Bowl. I think he could do that. But fantasy? You think they're going to throw it around like they did to Mike Evans and Godwin? No, I don't believe so. I don't think Chris Olave and Michael Thomas both finished as top 12 guys, because that's what Godwin and Mike Evans did. They both finished as top 12 guys. No, Jameis have learned to play the game through Sean Payton as being patient, checking the ball down. I don't even know if Alvin Kamara is going to be accentuated enough with Jameis. Like, do I even want Alvin at like a first-round pick, even without the suspension? With Jameis being his quarterback, I don't know. I think Jameis is good enough to accentuate Michael Thomas if he's healthy, and he's good enough to get Chris Olave out in space, and throw it to him because he can separate. Alvin Kamara be solid, be a top 12 RB probably, but I don't think that these guys, like, he's going to be a top 12 fantasy guy. He might be top 14, maybe top 5 a couple times during the season. But, guys, you think he's going to be like a consistent top 5, 7 guy? I just don't see it. I could be wrong. I'm not perfect, guys, but I'm gonna go ahead and call this a fade. But I don't think everybody should fade him. I feel like in certain leagues he might fall to you and you might have a good value. But to me, the way I draft, it's not enough upside. And can he go out there and blow my mind wide open? Yes, he could. But, it is what it is. So, guys, I'm not going to hold you up. Thank you for tuning in to Fantasy Good Sports. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. This is cutting edge content. And also, guys, I got listener leagues. They filling up. Best ball dynasties. And also, I'm helping out a lot of my followers on OnlyFans. Guys, I'm not doing anything weird. I'm just being a pioneer going on OnlyFans. So if you want to be able to get my essence and talk to me to help you set up your lineups, whatever you need, you want to be grandfather clause in for $10 for life on my OnlyFans, then you sign up before the first game of the regular season, and then you locked in. So guys, if you want to get this personal information, cutting edge content, any kind of help, you want to make sure you sign up on OnlyFans. I'm going to be giving giveaways. It's a great platform to be on to get my essence, guys, for the giveaways and things that I plan on doing with my channel. So guys, thank you for tuning in to Fantasy Good Sports. Peace.